All right, y'all. I decided to come back because instead of making it a part three, what I'll do, okay, this is really part three to the new math formula, which proves the existence of the human prison bar realm. But what I'll do, I'll title it something else because it's another subject matter that I wanted to get into. And I believe y'all got the gist of what I was saying anyway. So, but anyway, we ended part two with, for those who just tuning in, you might just be just watching this video. So to get the whole entire episode, you need to go look at it from the beginning, from part one of the new math formula to prove the existence of the HPB realm. You need to watch it from part one, watch part two, and now we at part three. And we're gonna start part three where we left off on part two. Now, that yeah, the reason why I was like at the ending of part two, the reason why I was like saying shut the fuck up, because when I was recording, it was this dude and his girl, right? And she was just, I guess, expressing herself to him. You know how it is when you're on dates and you a man out on a date with a woman for the first time, and you going through that little ritual of having to pretend like you so interested in what she has to say, and really she's torturing you. She's talking about a bunch of nonsense that you could really give 2 cents about, but you just going through the formalities so you can appear like a sensitive man, sensitive to the way she feel, and a good listener, and all of that nonsense. You know, basically bending over backwards so you can get some pussy. That's basically what it was about. So basically they was talking nonsense and her voice was annoying me while I was making the video. So that led me to want to bring up the topic I'm about to discuss right now. And it's about how the noises, the sounds that HPBs make, it's really animal barkings. They really barking like a dog or something. Because in all actuality, they're not saying anything worth your time. So really what they're saying is not on your understanding level. I mean, you hear the words that's coming out of their mouth, just like you hear a dog, just like you can hear a dog when it's barking. You hear the woof, woof, but you're not paying attention to the dog barking. You know, it has no value to your life. So likewise, what I'm saying is these HPBs and the way they communicate, it really has no value to you as a person with a soul. So really they noise, it just sounds like empty chatterings. So that's why when you're in a crowd of people, you really get to see what the human sounds like. Now this is about to get deep. When you in a crowd, full of people, you really get to hear what the human sounds like. To give you an example, If you put a whole bunch of people in a room together, just a buzzing noise of a light or something. If you put a whole bunch of people in a room together and they was just talking all at once, it'll just sound like a bunch of fuzz and static. Hold up, y'all. Let me get situated. I'm back, y'all. Like I was saying. Fuck. I'm back. If you was in a room full of people and they was making a whole bunch of noise at once, it would sound like, do y'all remember when I was walking up this way? Did you hear that sound in the background? And I was like, it's a light. It's like a light cable. And it was making that noise like bzzz, electricity noise like that. If you was in a room with a whole bunch of people at once and they was just speaking all at once, that's the true sound of how humans sound to other animals. That's how they sound to other animals. Like if you was at a vet or a dog pound and all of the caged animals were just barking, roof, 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 all at once. That noise that you hear them making, you know, it really has no significance to you. You don't understand barking. You don't understand what those barks mean. You know what I'm saying? So likewise, what I'm saying is, when these people be making this empty noise, that's what I like to call it. Empty noise that the HPBs make. It's really their animal gestures. It's their animal sounds. And I'm gonna take it a step further. That's why when you're around a lot of people, you really feel afraid. And somebody should, you may ask yourself, that's true what he's saying, but why should I feel afraid if I'm around a lot of people? Because don't they tell us that humans are civilized and we are not animals and this and that and that? But when you're walking in a crowd by yourself, around strange people, you are afraid. You don't know what they're capable of doing. You don't know them. Fear is based in the unknown. Once you figure somebody out, once you talk to somebody, you don't have no fear. You may still sometimes have a suspicion that they could do a certain thing, but you pretty much feel safe enough around them to close your eyes at night and lay your head down on a pillow next to them. You don't be thinking about, this person could take a knife and just stab me 100 times in my sleep. How many times has that happened? But how many times people sleep beside a loved one or they mate, their wife, their husband, their girlfriend, and they don't even suspect that their loved one would stab them to death while they're sleeping next to them. Do y'all get what I'm saying? So I'm saying all that to say this. When you're in a crowd around a lot of people, you feel all of this anxiety. You get all of this anxiety. They call it an anxiety attack. Because you realize that your feelings, your true self, realize that you are in a dangerous situation. Or if you don't even want to call it dangerous situation, it's letting you know that you are in a potential dangerous, volatile, hostile environment. Because let's be real, hostility is the natural state of the human being and the human existence. War, competition. Competition leads to war. Competition leads to hostility. Hostility leads to war. War leads to people dying. That's the nature of the beast on this planet. So no wonder they call it the nature of the beast. So these HPBs, what I'm saying is when you're around them in crowds and large gatherings, you are really around human animals. The human instinct, what I'm telling y'all, is an animal instinct. The human instinct is an animal instinct. Those natural instincts, those natural fears and inhibitions that humans have. Like when you see a stranger, or if you see a strange cat, you are operating off of animal instincts. So that's why I don't like large gatherings of people, because it's just really a zoo. You're around a lot of zoo animals. And that's why whenever there are large gatherings, like a parade or something, guess what? It's always police on location. Why? I thought we was humans and civilized and all of this. You know why they got police on location? Because of all of that stuff that I'm telling y'all right now. The human instinct is an animal instinct. So they have police on location to make sure that the animals stay in line. The lines are your friend. Remember that coloring book commercial? Stay within the lines. The lines are your friend. Even driving down the street, that's a subliminal message. Stay between the lines. The lines are your friends. Riding down the street is like riding down a coloring book. The green light, the red light, the yellow light. At least the HPB realm is colorful. At least they made it colorful. Hey, we gotta give them that, y'all. At least they made it beautiful and colorful. Come on, y'all. You can't be so down on them. They could have just made it black and gray, like my camouflage, black, gray, and white. Then we really would be complaining. You know what I'm saying? At least they made it colorful. Gotta add a little joke here and there. You know, at least they made it colorful. Colorful flowers and green grass, and you know. So we gotta get a good job, HPB Brown. They could have made it black, gray, and white. But yeah, that's just a joke. But you know, that's why they have the police on location, because they realize that we dealing with animals. They realize that when you take away the means of living from animals, they will rob each other, steal from each other, and kill each other. But at the same time, they can't let you do. See, in this world, there is no freedom. Even though, shut the fuck up. Even though you are an animal and they understand you are an animal, they still control your animal behavior. Do they not have the dog catcher for the wild dogs? That's why they license everything. They don't mind you owning a gun that can kill somebody as long as you got a license. They know they can never get rid of murder. That's why they have to legalize murder, like abortion. Taking a life from a person without their consent, that's a murder, like abortion. Now we can go into a deep philosophical rundown on that, but y'all get the point. So they know you're going to act like animals. They just want to be in control. Like I told y'all that time. Any good thing that they do that appears like it's good, it's not because it's just straight up because they wanted to practice some unconditional good. Everything that they do that appears good, it's a benefit in it for them. Don't ever think they just doing something for the sake of doing something good for some raggedy ass HPBs. No, it's not like that. I'm not gonna stop moving. I'm gonna keep going because I want the video to be exciting. You know, they want to control it. You see, they want you to do something bad. Even if you do something bad that breaks the law, even breaking the law is a business. Everything is a business in this world. They can capitalize off of everything. They capitalize off of lies itself. We live in a system of capitalism. You can't say capitalism without saying the word lies. Get it? So they capitalize off of everything, even lies. Lies benefit who? The liar. Not the person being lied to. Though it can. A lie can make you feel good. So it can benefit you in some form. But what I'm saying is, they got a way to make money off of everything that you do. Even your mistakes, they can make money off of. Let me give you an example. Pins and whiteout.
By the way, I have your UPS man.
Pins and whiteout. They know people going to make mistakes, so they made a way to make money off of the mistakes. It's called whiteout. Pencils and erasers. Even the nasty, dirty stuff in his life, they make money off of. Ever seen that episode that come on TV called the dirty? It's called The Dirtiest, Nastiest Jobs. Yeah, somebody working a job that you wouldn't want to work. They got somebody for everything. So what I'm saying is, it's basically controlled chaos in this world. Hold up, y'all. I'll be back. All right, y'all, I'm back. What was I saying? Controlled chaos. Controlled chaos. That would make a good video title, but I don't know. We'll see. So basically, they want you to mess up. It's a benefit to them. And you see, they want you to be a fool as well. Now, some people may say, like, I saw that rapper. Ever heard of that rapper named Lil Yachty? I saw him on a Reese's Cup cereal box. And I said to myself, I know we at the end of the world now. Because back in the day, they would never put no Lil Yachty on the front of a cereal box. But then I was like, you know what? It's beneficial for them to do that. And what it shows is that the fact that they put him on the cover of that cereal box, it shows that See, back in the day, that wouldn't have never flew. It couldn't fly back in the day. But nowadays, it can fly because at first, let me tell you how something like that ended up flying. At first, back in the day, let's say 10 years ago, they wouldn't have never put, or like 5 years ago, he wouldn't have made no Reese's peanut butter cup cereal. He wouldn't have been on the cover of a cereal like that. He had, them bees in his hair and all that crazy. You know how this new generation is. And I thought about it. I said, they done wised up. I said, the HPB puppet masters, they've wised up. You see, $1 million families own these companies, man. See, back in the day, putting somebody on their cereal box who looking like that, they would say, you know what, that's people not gonna buy this. People not going to buy this product with this person promoting it. So we gotta put a more family-friendly person on this box. No, not anymore. You know why? Because they wised up and they realized that promoting lower frequency control, basically. Lower frequency control. They know that putting out lower frequency subliminal messages is the reason why they put him on that cereal box. It's a subliminal message. It's almost like they was doing a voodoo curse. Because something in me said, don't you ever buy that cereal with him on that box. And there's a reason why. Because placing him on that box, it's a subliminal message. And what that message was is, we want the masses of people to be fed with a bunch of low vibrational information, food. We want to feed them this low energy. What better place to put a person like that than on the cover of a cereal box that's full of artificial sugars and everything like that. So the more I thought about it, I said, he fits the cover. It's artificial cereal. He is artificial. It's low vibrational food. So he fits it. And it's a subliminal message, all in one. And they wised up because they realized that having a intelligent population of people does not benefit the puppet masters. Because if you got a whole lot of intelligent people in a population, then you risk getting overthrown by the intelligent people. So they got wise, and you know what they said? They said, you know what? Keep them dumb, keep them stupid, keep them entertained, keep them foolish, keep them listening to Lil Yachty and all of that crazy, and whoever y'all listen to, whatever your kids listening to, or whatever. I'm not that young and I'm not that old either, but I know what's out in the music world, you know. I do music myself, so I know what's out. So they want to keep y'all, you know. So they wised up and they realized that we can't afford to have these people smart. And that's another reason why the law of ignorance was established. See, I see through the curtains. Most people look at racism. I see racism as a front to keep people fighting each other. So you will never figure out the secret wars that we always speak about. That's what everything in his life is about. Taking your attention away from the secret wars. Y'all see how when I talk, it always go back to the foundational principles that I teach on this channel. So I'm telling y'all, when I put that book out, see, when you start talking to a person, and when you really engulf yourself in this information and you study those 6 laws that governs the human prison bar realm, the illusion of difference, the illusion of same, all of them things we go over. Once you study that stuff, it applies to everything in life that makes the human prison bar realm tick and talk and operate. This thing is governed by something. Just like the laws of physics make this physical world operate, it's the same for the human prison bar realm. It's rules and regulations to this. It's rules and regulations for this. You know what I'm saying? This thing wasn't randomly put together. Nothing in this universe is random, just randomly thrown together. Like, I was looking at a bumblebee flying around the other day, and I said to myself, people don't understand the amount of intelligence that went into that bumblebee. But people take it for granted. You'll see a bumblebee and just swat it and kill it. That's why murder is a sin. It's like not appreciating what you just killed. You know the mechanics in that thing that you just killed? Even when you step on an ant, that thing got antennas that can pick up frequencies and vibrations, and you just stomp on it like it's nothing because it crawled on your leg. Now I'm not saying that you don't stomp on ants. I'm just giving y'all a perspective. Don't get all Eastern philosophy on me and stuff, you know, like, don't, because we live in a world where these ants and things are predators. Predators exist. It's kill or be killed. So I'm not saying it's kill or be killed. It's predatory. I understand that. But I'm just saying what I said to say this. Nothing is random. It's thought. It's thought put behind everything in this world. It's a lot of wisdom put behind everything. Even in this human prison bar realm. Love them or hate them, they put a lot of intellect and wisdom in this HPB realm. And that's how they maintain that power. Because this is truly a biological computer, people. I really wanted to touch on something else, but the video is getting kind of lengthy. I'm about to end it right here. But I'm gonna leave y'all with this. The reason why you know this is a computer, that's another subject for another time. I'm gonna end it right here. Tell me what y'all think in the comment section below. This is part 3 for the new formula that proves that a human prison bar realm exists. And this is yours truly, Left Side of the Brain, Minister Left Side of the Brain. Like, share, and subscribe with another classic video. Tell me what y'all think in the comment section below. And this is Left Side of the Brain signing out. Jaguars up, HPB's down, and we out.